Create visualizations based on simple models, add people, real products, control the entire creative process, change the interior style, presentation style, enhance details, furnish architectural plans. Whew, not too much? You can do all this and much more with the new artificial intelligence model from Google Nano Banana Pro. Today we will take a closer look at it. You will see what it can actually do in the context of architecture, interior design and design. I'll tell you how to use it for free. And together we will consider what this might mean for the future of the industry. Nano Banana Pro is a new player on the market. The model appeared just a few days ago. The basic version premiered at the end of August. You can access it in the Gemini interface at gemini.google.com. Beware of fakes. If you type Nano Banana into a search engine, you will most likely come across a fake. I'm going back to Gemini. This is where all the magic happens. You enter a prompt, which is a text instruction. For example, turn this SketchUp view into a photorealistic visualization and add an image. In this case, the aforementioned view. Simple, right? Before generating an image, switch to Thinking Pro mode. This is very important. If you don't do this, Gemini will use the classic Nano Banana model, not this advanced Pro version. In the tools, you can also select the Create Images function, but this is not mandatory if the prompt clearly indicates the need to create them. Once the command is sent, you can see that the model is thinking. This is already standard in large language models, but new among image models. Nano Banana Pro is not based solely on latent space diffusion, but combines the best features of the Gemini family of transformers. However, this is not the time to dwell on technicalities. The most important thing is that before Nano Banana Pro starts generating, it carefully analyzes the image and instructions. We can even peek into his thought process. Fascinating, right? The whole process takes a bit longer, but the result is phenomenal. Full consistency with the input image and perfect understanding of my intentions, without setting advanced material and rendering properties in V-Ray. Magic! In Google's free plan, you get 3 such queries per day, and if you want more, you have to upgrade to the Pro plan, which currently costs around 100 zlotys per month. Psst. Students have 12 months free and a special Google offer until January 31st. With a PRO subscription, you can use the more advanced Google AI Studio interface. After switching the API key, you can generate images up to 4K. This generation has 5,504 by 3,072 pixels. The details are simply incredible. AI Studio is available at aistudio.google.com. In principle, you use it the same way. We need a prompt and an image. As an example, I'll use a real product, a wooden rustic hall tree from Seart, and I'll place it in a rustic hallway. Here, the prompt is much more precise. An angled view against a clay plaster wall, warm light, and cottagecore style accessories. As you can see, I'm writing in English. Along with Chinese, these are the languages the model understands best. I'll come back to that. Meanwhile, notice the additional options on the right side. As I mentioned, you can generate in 2K or even in 4K. You also have control over the aspect ratio, a horizontal or vertical frame, or maybe a square. I want a 3:4 format. Everything's ready, and now I just wait for the result. So what do you think? A visualization like this could go straight to the store. I can't tell it apart from reality. It has all the details, the right proportions, and the product in the center. Let's move on. With the next prompt, I zoom out the camera and rotate it a bit. In the next one, I can remove the Wellingtons and the basket and finally create a front view. Nano Banana Pro is a conversational model. You can talk to it a bit like an employee you're asking for corrections. Haven't you had enough yet? In a similar way, I can change the upholstery of the beige chair to a fabric from Scarabeo by Dedar Milano. In this example, I upload 2 images and clearly describe what I want to do with them. This level of detail would be extremely difficult to achieve in classic 3D software. With Nano Banana Pro, I can change the color of the frame and fabric in a few moments, actually without much experience. I can create complex arrangements with these chairs, even without being a designer. Alright, since the model understands spatial relationships so well, how will it handle an architectural plan? Buddy, furnish this plan for me. You see, even with such an amateur prompt, it's not a disaster, although the scale looks like the famous examples from rogue developers. I don't think a table for 8 people would actually fit here. The principle of trash in, trash out applies here. What else can you expect from such an instruction? However, if I refined the prompt and added text annotations, the result is much better. This makes sense now. Maybe not as a detailed design, but I think at the concept stage it could make life easier for many designers. Not to mention the fact that such a plan can easily be turned into a watercolor or even a three-dimensional axonometric view. I still have many other applications up my sleeve. Renovating dilapidated buildings, inserting people into interiors, animations, artificial intelligence models in Photoshop and in Comfy UI. But I expand on this topic in my visualization and video AI course on CG Wisdom. There, I explain the basics of writing text prompts, show my practical workflows, and present proven tools. I'm leaving a link in the description for this video. Just in June, I wrote on our Instagram about the breakthrough in AI visualizations. The post got a lot of comments back then. Since then, not even half a year has passed, and artificial intelligence models are getting better and better at understanding context. They are also very versatile, as they can simultaneously create visualizations in various styles, solve mathematical equations, or turn you into a cat. I wonder what would happen if, instead of such a broad application, we focused only on the interior architecture and design industry. Maybe we could already give up rendering engines and classic CAD software? Nano Banana Pro and other artificial intelligence models still have many flaws. With each introduced correction, the overall image quality and consistency of the whole decreases. Native generation is done in 2K, and 4K resolution is the result of upscaling, which is sometimes imperfect. Styles that have poor representation in the training data are hard to replicate, as are some concepts. Multiple reflections in a mirror or layered transparencies. Full control over the scale, or for example, the grout setting is still unattainable, but just a year ago, AI generations looked like this. So it's crazy to think that artificial intelligence is just a passing fad. It seems to me that the ability to operate and communicate with AI algorithms will simply be a basic competence of the future. And you, what do you think about all this? Leave a comment under this video. And I thank you for watching until the end, and see you soon.